Okay, welcome back to another video by FoCo Web Design. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do an autoresponder using Zapier for certain days of the week and certain times for certain days of the week. So you cannot find this information anywhere online that I've been able to get. I had to work all day to figure out the time zone problem that Zapier has with trying to set up autoresponders for certain days of the week, starting at certain times and ending at certain times. So for example, if you wanted to have a autoresponder start at Tuesday at 1 p.m. and end at Friday at 5 p.m., you could do that using Zapier for free. So here's how you do it. I'm going to start completely from scratch just to show how to do the whole thing. Just once you're logged into your Zapier account, go ahead and go to your Zaps and hit Create Zap, or hit Create over here and hit New Zap. And now the first thing you're going to want to do is just click on your Gmail and make sure that you're connected to the correct Gmail. Go down to the event's going to be every time you get a new email. Hit continue. The account should be logged in already. Make sure this is set up, or connect a new account using this button. Hit continue. This just click on inbox, so everything that goes into your inbox during these times and dates is going to be triggered. So we're going to test the trigger. They found emails. Now this is the most important part that drove me nuts, and I could not figure it out until the end. So check your email here. It gives you a few options. You can click on load more. You'll find some more probably. So the trick is you have to find an email that was sent to you using the time zone that you're currently using, or else it's going to use the time zone from the person that sent it to you when you try to set up the time variable later. So when we set up those conditions for when we want to have this work, it's depending upon the information it gets from the sender example, and this is the sender example. And so if the sender example came from a different time zone, for example like this -05, this is not me, this is 2 hours to the left, this is somebody over in California or something. So I need to find one that's my time zone exactly. So check your time zone. If you have a different Gmail account that has the time zone set up for it, that's the same one, send an email to yourself that way. So I'm going to go ahead and look for one. Okay, so I chose email B because it was one that I sent to myself, and it's, if you scroll down, yep, so right here if you scroll down you can see this is the correct time zone that I need. So check that, make sure it's correct, then hit continue. And the next thing you're going to want to do is create a filter. So you can click on the filter button here, or you can click on the filter by Zapier right here. Now have it go and filter it by date. So this is clicking date, and you'll see that what we were just talking about is so important, because you're going to want to very carefully copy this, holding down the mouse button, hitting Control-C to copy, and then when you choose anything that starts after, and then just go ahead and paste what you, and this is just so you don't mess it up, it makes it easier. So you've pasted in the, it has to be similar to this, so test it like this first. Say, alright, change this to 0, so it's a little bit earlier. Make sure that a few minutes ago it says yes, this is after this date, and yes, it's working here. So you need this to work for this to work. This has to turn green. So it is after this date. Now let's see if it works if I remove the year and the month and the day, because we want it to be every Wednesday at 4, we'll just go ahead and go with this, at 4 p.m. with Mountain Time Zone. This is how you do Mountain Time Zone. Very weird looking, but make sure you get yours correct, whatever it is. And so I'm going to test it again, and it's good still. Now, just to triple check, if I made it, you know, an hour later, is it past 5? It's only 4:23 my time right now, so I should say no, it's not. And it says no, it's not. It says, oh, this would not work. If it were to trigger, if it were to go right now, it would not trigger. And if this is unexpected, then you need to fix it. So I'm going to set it back to 4 o'clock. For this example, we're going to start at Wednesday, 4 o'clock. Test it one more time. And then, once again, just date. And this time you're going to do before. So after Wednesday, and then just copy this, paste it, and then we're going to do this after Wednesday, and it's going to be before Friday. So from after this date on Wednesday to before 4 p.m. on Friday, or you could say 6 a.m. on Friday, just to change it up a little. And then hit continue just to make sure that it would still trigger right now, because it should, because it is after and it's not past Friday yet. And we're good to go. And so this is the part that took me forever to solve, so you're welcome. I wish this information was out there before this, but I really hope that this video actually finds the people that are looking for this help, because you can actually do this for free if you just know how to very perfectly put it in there and make sure that you grab the correct template trigger email to use for the data for the trigger for the action to actually work. So then you can hit continue here, and then do the last step, which is your Gmail. You're going to click Gmail, and you're going to have an auto response happen. So you're going to want to click on, you're going to want to send mail, and continue. Make sure you select your account again, continue. You're going to want it to be to, this is important also, new email in Gmail, and then right here just type from, and then don't do the from name, do the from email, otherwise it won't work. From email, and then scroll down. The only other things you need for this test to work is the subject line, so I'm going to write test, and then a body, test 1, 2, 3. And you can do a signature here if you have a signature loaded up, and then just hit continue. And testing, you can hit test action, and it'll send a test email. And there we go, test 1, 2, 3. So I hope this was helpful, and Zapier, if you need to use this on your website, feel free. This should help a lot of people figure out how to set up the dates correctly. Okay, if this helped, subscribe, like, and comment below if you have any questions. Thank you very much. Have a good rest of your day.